up? What's up?
What's up? How you doing, Isaac?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Doing good, doing good.
I like your
Thanks for
microphone.
having me on here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I have a
anytime.
pretty
Thank
good,
you for joining me.
of course. Yeah, I got a pretty good setup here, I'd say,
Do you
with
create
some
content or is
audience.
it just for like in your house?
Both. Like I have an apartment down here in Georgia, but I play video games like every night. So like I have already had a lot of money put into that. Um, and then when I got down here, um, one I needed the extra stuff to for content creating. And then also at the same time, I started to try to stream a little bit, and I still do every once in a while. But lately, just less being on the road and whatnot. For the most part, I just play video games, and sometimes I'll record and then do some clips to make content. But it all just depends, just kind of what I'm feeling.
Cool. What's your favorite game to play at night?
Right? It all just depends. Just depends on the timing. So like, if you'd asked me 2 months ago, it would have been MLB. So like, even like last night, me and my buddies played MLB, but I'm kind of tired of it because I kind of grinded it, and kind of we're in baseball season, so I try to take this time to like get away from baseball a little bit. But I've been back in the Fortnite and Call of Duty right now. But then
Yeah,
next week, once college football comes out, I'll be playing that for the next 2 3 months, and only that.
yeah, I get that because I play COD 2, Fortnite, and MLB The Show.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
I'm also a big 2K player for some reason.
Are you? I used to be. I used to be in high school, and me and my buddies, and we kind of it all just depends. I talked to them, and I said this year might be the year we all buy 2K again. So we might do it, but like I haven't bought 2K. I think the last 2K we bought was like 22. We used to buy it every year in high school, but then once we like moved out and whatnot, it kind of got tougher. So that's kind of the game that kind of been washed away. But I'm hoping this year we'll all get together and buy that because it's only, my opinion, it's only really fun when I play with my friends and whatnot. So that's kind of what I gauge off of.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it. It's way more fun with your friends.
Yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
how's the tour treating you?
The tour,
Yeah.
loving it, absolutely loving it. It's so, I mean, living my best life, just playing ball, like getting to meet great people, and putting on a show for a lot of fans to come see, and it's very exciting, especially like when you go to the ballpark, and I mean, there's a lot of people who obviously you've never met before, um, and like they're just very excited to like be there and be a part of what we're doing, which is very like incredible to say the least. And it just makes it. Um, at first, I thought that it was going to bring some pressure on, but honestly, like it makes it so much better. Like in the same sense, just because like again, all these fans are coming out to watch us play, and obviously they don't want to see us make mistakes. But at the end of the day, like if we make mistakes, they're not holding it to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sick. Do you think the pressure's gone? Because, like, even if you mess up, you can go out and sign for fans and then forget about that error you made?
Uh, a little bit, but so like I mean, I'll say like our first game in Albuquerque when we lost in showdowns, and I was pitching and Bloomer hit the home run. Like it made it easier right after that to go out because I couldn't really be dwelling on it. But like I thought about that like after, like it was like the still baseball and like the competitive side of me was still like, dang, like I wish that I had that back or like it didn't go that way. But I would say like in the moment of those games, it makes it easier just because like you can't dwell on it. But like, and then also at the same time, we're on the road so much, so like you can't really also still be dwelling on it because the next day you're probably traveling or there's another game or you're traveling to the next city to redo it all. So yes and no. I'd say the competitive side of me will say that it still is there a little bit, but like it does make it easier with like all the fans and whatnot. Just like again, like we put on a good show, and like they don't care that I was the one that gave up that home run in that moment. You know what I mean? It was more like, hey, that was a great show. Like you helped give us like what we wanted, so it was kind of a cool thing.
Cool. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have an interview with Brett Carson of the Texas Tailgaters. Thank you for sitting down with me and doing this.
Of course, thank you for allowing me to be on here. I appreciate it.
Anytime, you're welcome. Can you please tell me about your role with the Texas Tailgaters so far during the tour?
Yes, so right now I am a outfielder, pitcher, and first baseman with the Texas Tailgaters. This is my first year, and we're on the brand new team, Texas Tailgaters, that's in Banana Ball, affiliated with the Savannah Bananas and Fans First Entertainment.
Cool. Do you try and pride yourself on being reliable and playing different positions?
Yes, 100%. I think always from a young age, like I mean, I'm a left-handed thrower, so it was kind of a little bit tough. Because it was mainly outfield and first base, which I mean that's obviously what I play now. But like it just kind of got to the point where, especially playing like younger ball and like traveling around, a lot of first basemen are like either right hand or there's quite a bit of first baseman, and there's not a lot of people who want to play in the outfield. So I kind of got stuck in the outfield. I'll say quote unquote stuck. Like at first I was like, oh, I want to be playing infield, but then I'm like, oh, I'm left-handed. So, but now at my age now, I think it's very versatile because there's a lot of guys who have gone through and played solely one position, and then the fact that I can kind of like I like to tell myself that if coach would throw me at shortstop this weekend, like I could do it. Like it's kind of one of those like I just love going out and just being an athlete and just you know what I mean, just playing loose. Then sometimes when I play another position, like I'm playing first again this year, but I haven't really played first before. Maybe like half a summer ball season. Um, but like when I'm over there, like I'm honestly, even though it's a new position, like not thinking because I'm just like just be an athlete and catch the ball and do something cool. You know what I mean? Versus like something that you've done over and over. Sometimes you just kind of can get in the mindset of just overthinking and whatnot.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things you can do as a ball player, overthink.
Yes, for sure.
So you have 9 strikeouts, which is leading the Tailgaters team. What do you think makes you so good at putting away batters?
I would say one with me being left-handed. I think especially like in the baseball world, left-handed throwers, pitchers especially, like there's not a whole lot of them. But they're also kind of already deceptive as it is, just because you're so used to seeing a righty when it comes to BP, like on like game reps and whatnot. So I think that already has won. But also like this year, I was finally able to incorporate what I worked on 2 off seasons ago, which was like I throw from up here and then I also throw from sidearm as well to get different movement. So pretty much like I have still fastball and curveball from the side and up top. However, it's 4 different movements. So it's 4 different
Wow.
pitches in this sense. And then I also throw a changeup over top. So it's like I throw 5 different pitches. And then it's also, I can throw from over here. And if I'm over top, it's one of 3 pitches, like 3 movements. And I throw from the side and it's one of 2. So it's just kind of, I feel like no matter what the hitter, how good the hitter is, it just like if my stuff's on, it's just kind of hard to pick up because like you can't be like, oh, he's dropping down to the side and
Slider.
like yeah, and it's a slider or like yeah, he's dropping to the side, it's a slider, and all of a sudden I like they get beat with a fastball. Like it just kind of I think that has to do with it a little bit, and then with it again being from the left side, like I don't think I've seen a lot. I don't even think I can tell you a like even in Major League Baseball if I've ever seen like a lefty submarine or like sidearm thrower. Like I've seen like
Yeah.
some 3 quarters, but no one that like gets down there on the left side. They're always right-handers that do that. So I think
Yeah,
that kind of also makes it a little unique in a way.
that's cool. So mentioning you throw over the top and sidearm, how do you keep your arm healthy so you can do both those movements?
Yeah, so like definitely starts from the off season, like definitely lifting and staying like conditioned and whatnot, but also like now that I'm about to be 25, so and this will be my 3rd year of professional baseball. So I've kind of figured out what I need, and like I can't go in the off season and try to lift the heaviest that I need to. But like the off season at the same time, it's a hard trade off because you still need to lift heavy to like not overtrain, but like um, yeah, you want to strengthen your body up. However, you don't want to be so strong that you're stiff, especially in the baseball world. Like you want to stay nimble. So it's like mainly it's trying to control heavy weight in the off season for like about like 5 to 8 reps, I'd say, to help stay loose and also build that muscle. And then also throwing like every day in the off season. It's kind of tough for me in Ohio because I can't get outside, especially because it's really because it gets cold. So like trying to figure out how to throw inside, definitely like it's kind of tricky, but like just definitely throwing every day. And then also like I'm not even a guy that likes to long toss a lot. There's a lot of guys who do. I'm not really one of those guys, which is also kind of wild because I'm an outfielder. Um, but I just kind of, as I'm throwing, like I'm just trying to stay as loose as possible and just like just reps and reps because like you can't go out one day in the winter no matter what it is. Like you can't just like if you're training for a 60 yard dash, you can't just run out and run your fastest one time. Like it's got
Yeah.
to be built. It's got to be built over. And if you do run your fastest, you probably can't keep it up for the. You probably can't do it for the next day. Like so, it's just kind of build that. You don't want to just get there and it be you know what I mean, all out, and then all of a sudden nothing. So just trying to build that consistency and conditioning up.
Yeah, that's the thing, because some MLB players, they like during the off season don't leave the gym, and let's say they're a
Mm-hmm.
speed guy, they'll come back not as fast with just muscle, and they go away from their game.
Yeah, for sure.
Who is the toughest batter to get out that you faced in Banana Ball so far?
Ooh, uh, toughest batter. Um, see, this is tough for me right now because I think the when I because I pitch I close it right now, so I've really there's only a select few guys I've seen twice. Um, so like I'll say I'll say probably Jake Skull um, because but I did face him twice, and I do have one of my strikeouts is against him. I will say,
That's a big
however,
accomplishment. He
yeah,
rakes.
yeah, and like that's the other thing. He hits really good. He covers the plate really well. Um, but also like the first time I faced him, it was like I was trying to nibble and like he wasn't even like offering, and then all of a sudden like I threw a ball that was below the zone, and he still like just got a barrel to it, and like he's so like he's also like a freak. So
Yeah,
like it literally looked like he like half swung, but he's so strong that it literally just nailed it off the wall. And I was like, wow. And then even the when I ended up getting the strikeout off of him, I just feel like he was just like all over the plate. And it's one of those that like he's a guy. I mean, everyone a lot of people in our organization can do damage, but like for him, it's like he does the damage the most consistently. So like you really can't miss your spot when you're throwing against him, which I think makes you feel like that you're tightening up the zone a little bit. So I would say that just in that sense would might be the hardest. There's a couple guys in the bananas that I got to face in Cincinnati that I would throw up there as well. But if you had maybe put like one on, it would definitely probably be Skull.
yeah, he's incredible. So you were also a hitter and a pitcher. What do you like doing more, hitting or pitching?
I would say definitely I love hitting more. I definitely put way more time and effort into hitting. Um, so like especially at our age, like you definitely have obviously a position guys and pitchers, and there's not really a lot of two ways like myself. But what happens is a lot of obviously pitchers, like they're all pitchers. You know what I mean? Like they probably don't pick up a bat. Some of them might do it for fun, but like some of them, you'd probably be surprised at how long it's been since they picked up a baseball bat. And then same thing with position guys. It's like it's probably a long time since they've been on the mound. But the way I like to do it is I got to get my arm in shape anyways because I'm playing the outfield. Um, so like I just get my arm in shape in the off season and then throw. Um, and then I spend majority of the time on hitting just because I feel like hitting's just a hobby for me. And it's actually funny because when I get on the mound, like I don't really spend that much on the time on the mound. I just when I get up there, I'm just an athlete and just throw it, which I think also um, has allowed me for some success because I don't think when I'm on the mound. Like I'm not
Yeah,
thinking so much of like, oh, my slider isn't feeling like this. I do sometimes if I'm like I will go back to the dugout and be like, hey, like I'm not feeling my changeup today. Like let's work in more sliders instead, or like let's cut the changeup out. Like stuff like that. I will say that, but like I'm not. I'm just like whatever my stuff is. Like I'm competing against you. So that's kind of how I roll with it. But definitely, I would say hitting's more fun just because you hit and you can play the field. So like
yeah.
it's just there's also way more opportunities to do different things in the game. So
Which one do you think you're better at, hitting or pitching?
I would say the funny thing is right now, the banana ball stats for this year might tell you that I'm better at pitching, but I think as a whole over my career, like I'm a better hitter, I'd say.
Cool.
Just because I've had quite like I've had some good statistical seasons hitting. I've had some good statistical uh, seasons of pitching as well, but I would say hitting. However, here's the funny question: if I had to face myself, like if it was me on the mound facing me hitting, I think me on the mound would probably win, just because lefty on lefty
Yeah.
would be pretty tough. But yeah, so I think that is the funny. However, I do think I'm probably a better hitter.
Yeah, dude, that's incredible because there's barely any guys in Banana Ball that pitch and hit.
Hmm. It's definitely exciting. It's and then like obviously I was blessed for that for me to be doing what I'm doing now, but like it was even that first weekend in Albuquerque, it was kind of like even Drake Toll on the commentary what kept saying like there's a new star, um, and like throwing my name up there with Danny Hosley who's a two-way guy, and then also like at the same time throw my name against Drew Gillespie, like and
Yeah.
he doesn't do both, but like he's a really good closer, so like it's just like throwing my names in like in that mix after the first weekend was like absolutely incredible. Um, like for me to hear, even though like in my head, humbly speaking, like I've always held myself to a higher standard. Like I feel like you always have to, but like I had
Yeah.
already thought that I was up there, but it was just awesome, just like
To
for it to
hear it.
be, yes, yeah,
That's cool too, because even when you're not hitting or pitching, you can go play the outfield.
yes, yeah.
So
So
you,
it's also sorry. Well, I'll add to that, but it's fun in the sense of because it's like I'm never like knock on wood, like I haven't had an inning off. Like the only inning if I've had off is if I'm DHing and I'm not out in the field or not hitting that inning. Um, so like that part I'm like I don't know what to do. Like even like last we like we made a joke last year in pro ball. I was like the only guy on our team that hadn't had an off day in like 70 games. So like
wow.
I played 70 games straight and everyone had off days. But I got to the point because it was also like it's cool because you always dream of being an everyday player. But like with the grind of playing 6 days a week in the summer, like when you're far from home, like there is sometimes that I'm like, man, like one day, I just need one day to feel good. And then I got that one day somewhere around the 70 to 80 game range, and I felt so awkward. I didn't know what to do. Like, and I felt honestly more anxious because I didn't have a control of what was going on in the game, which is wild because even baseball, like you only have certain control over balls that are hit to you, like, and then if you're at bat or on the bases, like, but like when you're not doing anything, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm so anxious because I don't have any control of what's going on.
Yeah. So you've been a golden batter. What is that like?
Incredible, honestly. Like it was, I didn't know how it was going to be, um, but like when I ran in, I kind of knew at that moment that we were gonna do a golden batter situation, and I was like, I'm hitting the ball well. It could be me, but we had done Nick Lopez 2 times before that, so I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was him because again, I had hit the ball that whole game hard everywhere, but I only had like one hit to show for it. So I was like, all right, like if they go on, obviously, like, hey, he has this many hits, like it wouldn't be right, but I had to smoke the ball. But no, it was incredible. I mean, like for even though like when you come up to the plate, like all the eyes are on you, like you're hitting, but like the pitcher, but like literally for a solid 10 seconds, like you're the show, like
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. You're walking up, it's a huge production. They turn the lights out. You're underneath the hood. Uh, they're announcing you, and then like the crowd, there's so much anticipation. Like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And then all of a sudden, like you're there. So it's like you're like you are the star at that moment. Like obviously, like with a humble heart saying it, but like and not trying to be cliche, but like you are um, in that moment. So it's definitely amazing and incredible to be, especially for playing a game where that's never happened. Like that's not a rule in anything. So like when you're actually that rule, it's kind of actually even more amazing when you really put it all together.
Cool. Yeah, that's the thing as a hitter. Sometimes I'll barrel up a couple baseballs. They're just like right at a shortstop or a center fielder.
Hmm.
But I have that like mental confidence that I barreled it. I'm on this guy.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of the tough thing that you kind of got to learn at a young age as well. And it's like because there's a lot of kids. I mean, even when I was a kid as well, like you'd barrel it up, and if you don't tell yourself, hey, like I hit the ball hard, like everything's all right. Like baseball's a game of spiral. Like you could hit the ball great and hit the ball right at people, and then like your whole weekend, game, year potentially could be ruined. Like with
Yeah.
just a couple thoughts. And it just makes the game so much harder. It's baseball is one of those games you could do everything right and not get rewarded, and you could do everything wrong and be rewarded, which is absolutely like crazy. You could be
Yeah.
so far out in your front foot into the bat, get hits off of it. You could stay back, barrel it, and fly out. Like it's just crazy.
I learned that the most in MLB The Show because some perfect perfects are right at people and then late lates go over the fence.
Yeah, yeah. And I have buddies that when we play too, um, and they're like they get so upset. They're like, I just perfect that right at somebody. I'm like, that's real life. Like that's
Yeah.
really what it is. I know it's annoying because you think that you did everything right and you can't get a hit. That's exactly what it feels like in real life. But
Yeah.
which is funny, but at the same time, like when you're on the end playing, it does get annoying too. But again, that's real life.
What's one song you want to do a walk up with?
Ooh, one song. So I would say my answer to this, I'm a big WWE guy. So I always my thought when I signed the contract to be in Banana Ball was probably either Cody Rhodes' walkout, or like Jey Uso is pretty big now, so I could say Jey Uso as well, just like something that would just be something that would be cool
Cool.
and be like me being a little kid.
That'd be sick.
Hmm.
What about as a hitter? Who's the toughest to face in Banana Ball?
Ooh, toughest to face. So who we faced so far? Hmm, that's a good question. Um, I'd say like Gillespie's. I would say like it's weird. Like I feel like I see the ball really well off of him, yet I only have like one hit out of like four or five at bats. Um, so like I could say him, um, but uh, actually I'll say Prime. I did face him once in Cincinnati. I did face him once, and like, I mean, he's already tall in general, but like then him being up on the mound, like he's even taller, and like I only granted there was one ball in the zone, and I thought I was all over it, but that thing, I swear, I saw it out of the hand. I thought I was gonna be on time, and that ball just felt like it just dropped, which was pretty funny. So I'm at probably Prime. I'd say top three: Prime, Gillespie, and Hosley. Because Hosley's got a really good changeup. That thing is just there, and goes down. So
Yeah,
I wish I
Gillespie.
had. I wish. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Gillespie is nasty.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like again, it's so like it's nothing anything bad on his part, but it's like when I got up there, I was like, I feel like I see him very well, but at the same time, his stuff does move every different direction, which make it extremely tough. So it's like you feel like you're on it, and then you're not.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like Gillespie, he does a good job tunneling his pitches, so it's harder to see them.
exactly.
So I know as a hitter, it's not good to think in the box. However, when you're hitting, do
Mhm.
you think like if I was the pitcher, what would I throw here and try and guess what the pitcher's doing?
Yes, I would say sometimes when I'm like really feeling it, like I actually don't think one bit, and it's like, or actually maybe a little bit, I guess, but it'll be like, all right, like he threw me a fastball here, I think he's gonna throw a curveball, and it's like in the back of my mind, I'm sitting curveball. However, like I can still get to the fastball. Like
Yeah.
if he ends up trying to surprise me with a fastball. So like it's one of those, like that's when I'm really on. But if I'm struggling a little bit, like then I'll try to. And then sometimes if you're really struggling, then you just gotta just not do that and just sit one specific pitch. But I'd definitely say more on the pitching side for myself. I do that. I would say if I was a hitter, what would I be thinking and throw the opposite? Like that's what I would do.
That's smart. You have that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
If you could get to face one MLB player, past or present, as a hitter, who would it be?
As a hitter, I would probably say Mariano Rivera. I would just want to see what that.
Cutter?
Yeah, I would just want to see what that what that would be like, and like what that would just. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems gross.
Yeah, for sure.
What about as a pitcher? Who would you face?
Ohtani right now. I'd say Ohtani.
Dude, he's
Like,
incredible.
yeah, I would say Ohtani just because like he's what he does. Yeah, like he's incredible. What he does is absolutely insane. And even like that clip of Paul Skeens giving up a home run to him last year, like Skeens had him, and then give up a bomb, and then before the ball's even over the fence, like Skeens is just smiling, like he's just like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it would be cool to go up against him and just be like, hey, like I'll try to get you out, but like, and if I don't and you make contact, let's see how far it goes.
Yeah, it would be
You know what
tough
I
for
mean?
Tony though, lefty lefty.
Yeah, it would. But I've seen him do some crazy things against
Yeah,
lefties as well, though.
yeah, he's there's no flaw in his game.
Yeah, for sure.
If you could get one MLB player to join the Texas Tailgaters, who would it be?
Hmm. I could get one player to join us, past or present.
Let's go both if you don't mind.
Okay. Um. Huh. I'm trying to think of the tough part is I would. I'm trying to think right now of like some of the personalities, I
Yeah,
guess, but at the same time, I don't really. Um. Oh, actually, I'll say this. I'll say no, I can't. My favorite player of all time is probably Albert Pujols, so I would say Albert Pujols.
he mashed too.
Definitely, yeah. So I think him being on there, but I would say like right now, so that would be past, obviously, but currently probably would be Bryce Harper, just
He,
because also like one, I love Bryce Harper. Um, he's one. I think he's probably one of my favorite players now. Um, but even like he's already thrown our name out there for the like MLB All Star game. So like he
yeah,
obviously like sees what we're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if like I mean he's probably got a couple more years left in the MLB. I would not be surprised if he did like a retirement tour type thing with us. I wouldn't be surprised if that was in his cards.
that
But
would be cool.
we'll see.
He's such a good hitter too.
Yeah.
So how cool has it been to play in Great American Ballpark or Field and you're gonna go sell at Fenway this week?
So we're actually not at Fenway.
Oh,
We're
you
in
are?
that's the firefighters and bananas. We are in Lehigh Valley against the party animals this week. However, we are going to Fenway or not Fenway, Citizens Bank, which is the Phillies park at the end of this month.
That's a pretty
Um,
stadium.
yeah. So actually, the first question first. It was amazing playing Great American. Like I'm from Ohio. I've spent so much time there at Great American. Like I've seen so many baseball games there. So it was
Cool.
actually pretty cool, especially with that being my first ever MLB stadium, with it being there and home. Especially because I had a lot of friends and family in the crowd, which made it even more incredible. Um, so it was just absolutely amazing, and couldn't have been any better.
Cool. When you were pitching, did you take like a second to step back and realize like I'm really here? This is so cool.
Yes. So the cool thing is about me being uh, me closing right now is typically every time I come out. So that was the first time we played the bananas. So I came out during yellow. So all the
Oh,
lights are
nice.
out. So I come out and now granted, not like no one's paying attention to me. Obviously, we got a bigger moment going on, but I'm able to go out on the mound and it's kind of like at that point, no eyes are on me, so I get to go out and kind of like just walk to the mound normal, and then like I got to stand there and just look around, and I was just like, wow, like this is absolutely incredible. And it's kind of a good little reset because like there's already a little bit of adrenaline rush before. There's adrenaline rush all the time, but especially like when you're about to go in on the mound.
Yeah,
And when I go out there and I can literally stand on the mound where I'm going to be pitching, and I can literally come to a calm state and then ramp it back up versus going out there and like just being like, all right, like not necessarily don't enjoy it, but like kind of you're out there and it's like, oh, I gotta go quick and whatnot. But when we play the party animals, I was able to when I went out to the mound, I went out during theirs, which is uh, what is theirs? It's by Journey. Don't Stop Believing. That's theirs, which is pretty cool. And then Firefighters this past or 2 weekends ago was God Bless USA, which was absolutely amazing and beautiful too, which was so cool.
Yeah, yellow's cool with all the flashlights and it's just so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It's just it's such an amazing experience too.
Yeah. So even in the minor league ballparks, it's still a little tough on top of the major league ballparks to
Mhm.
make sure everyone feels fans first. But how do you like try and make sure everyone has a great time and leaves with a smile?
So I would say I wouldn't necessarily easier is not the right word, because we try to make everything. You know what I mean? Like we try to make all the even at the major league ballparks, we try to like go up and down. But um, for me, with me being on the field, it's kind of a trade off, I guess. In the ball, I'll say in the major league ballparks, there's typically people in right. Like if I'm in the outfield, there's typically people behind me, so I can turn around and just get their attention. Or people to my would be if I'm playing right would be down the right field line. And there has been one of the ballparks we played at, there were still people down there. So like in that part, it makes it easy for me because I can be there and get their attention and start dancing or start having conversations with them because they're so close. Especially in the minor league ballpark, the first level is typically like right up against the dugout. So in
Wow.
major league, they're kind of spread back just like a maybe a little bit. You might have your couple sprinkled in there, but like it's like literally a whole first row all the way around. So I could come out and be on deck and be standing in front of a family, and I can literally just interact with those kids in the family like every time I'm going on deck. Um, so I would like that's for me. Like I haven't experienced being able to run up the crowd because I've been in the lineup,
Yeah.
and so I haven't got to experience that part. But I would say like when I'm in the lineup, it's they're like they feel like they're more on top of you in the minor league ballparks, so you can literally like actually conversate with people um, with that. Like I would, and it like I love playing the big league park, and I'm gonna definitely love it because it's just fulfilling childhood dreams. But the minor league ballparks are more of a connection because it feels so smaller, and everyone like you actually like are able to see everyone.
That's so cool.
However, like yeah, however, like we do obviously, as you know, like we try to go up to the top deck when like we're in the major league ballparks to get all those fans and make them feel like they're a part too. But again, when you're on the field playing, like and you're not able to run up and down, it is kind of easy to feel like oh, like not like they're up there, but like it's easy to like not be able to get their attention if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's so cool. So all trick plays are extremely cool and extremely hard. As someone that's new to Banana Ball, how do you like upgrade the trick plays and like how do you think of a cool trick play to do?
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, like I'm still trying to still think about that myself because it's like I learned how to do a backflip when I got down here, but like there's no sense in trying to learn the backflip catch because we already have guys that do that.
It's
So
so
it's like,
sick though.
yeah, it is so cool. So like now I can do a backflip. I don't know if I'll try to do the backflip catch. I don't know. We'll have to see on that. Um, but it's just like I don't know, trying to add more to it. So like for example, like and I it was in my tryout I was able to do this, but like the glove tap. Like I do a glove tap, and like my signature. I haven't got to do it yet. Is I'll glove tap it and I'll juggle it like a soccer ball, like because I played soccer growing up, so like I've been doing that, and like that's never been seen. So it's just trying to. It is definitely hard because there's also like there's no we're the only ones doing this, so it's not like you can take like our walk ups, you can take inspiration for a video to make a video, but you can't really take inspiration from something that hasn't been done yet. So like it is honestly extremely tough, but at the same time, like I've seen a lot of guys that are just not afraid to just do things and just roll into a ball or something like that, and it's just kind of like they just see the ball and just kind of like whatever you feel like is right in that moment. And then sometimes you just do something that you're just like, oh, like that was cool and I caught it, and then just kind of like upgrade it from there.
Dude, that's so cool. They're incredible.
Yeah.
So if you could steal any other attribute from another Banana Ball player, who would it be and what attribute?
Ooh. Any other attribute from any other player? Um, maybe probably like I got some power, but I would probably say Scolders because his power is like unmatched. I would
So,
probably say Skulls' power. I feel like that's kind of got to be like I haven't been able. I don't have any home runs yet. Hopefully, we have some as the year goes on. But like I've hit some far home runs before in my career before. However, like yeah, I think it would be. I think you would add that. That'd be insane.
yeah, dude, it's like he has all his sliders up on video games.
Yes. Yeah.
Who has impressed you the most on this Tailgaters team?
Mm, who's impressed me the most? Probably I could say Mac Danford. I'd say Mac Danford because like getting to meet Mac, um, I mean obviously like I didn't know each other before coming in, but I think he went to a D2 school and he graduated not this spring, the last spring, and he literally got a job like a week after his season ended, his senior year, and didn't pick up a bat until he was get ready to come to Banana Ball. So I would say
Wow.
Mac just because like when he told me that, and then now to see him hit the balls that he's hitting and the bombs, like it's unreal. So I would say Mac. And like some of the other guys are still impressed me too. But some of the other guys on our team have played at some big schools. So it's kind of like you also kind of uh
Are used to it in a way?
yeah, yeah.
That's sick. So now we're gonna do a couple of rapid fire, just whatever comes to your brain if you're
Hmm.
down. What is
For
one
sure. Let's
thing
go.
what is one thing you think a tailgate party needs to make it fun?
Cornhole.
That's a good answer.
Cornhole for
How
sure.
many unread text messages do you have?
Oh, maybe I got 11.
It's not too
11 right
bad.
now. No, no.
Who on the team would you not let date one of your family members?
This is a tough one because I don't actually have any siblings. Um, however, if I had a sister, um, oh, I don't know. Hopefully, he don't hate me for this. I'd say Marcos. I'd say I'd say Marcos. Yeah,
He just seems like a fun personality though.
yeah. He's such a fun guy to be around.
What is the best thing you could cook at a tailgate party?
Ooh, funny answer. Funny answer for me would be Dino Nugs.
Those
Real
are
answer,
good.
I just love Dino Nugs. I'm a little kid, but I would say for real though, tailgate can't go wrong with some like burgers and hot dogs. Can't go
Yeah.
wrong.
But the Dino Nuggets with mac and cheese is like the best meal ever.
That's I'm telling you. That's I had that meal multiple times a week, and my buddies from home crack up on me, and I'm like, hey,
It's
one,
good.
I don't cook a whole lot. Like I throw it in the air fryer, and it is what it is.
What is your what would you think the best car to drive would be?
Best car to drive. See, like right now, I'm thinking about getting myself a Jeep. So I would say right now I'm in a Jeep mode. Um, however, like can't go wrong with the truck. Truck kind of gets you anywhere. You can do
Yeah,
anything with it. You don't got to worry about space. Like you need to haul something, you can haul it. So truck wouldn't be a bad answer. But right now I'm big in like Jeep mode. So
Jeeps are cool and sporty.
yeah.
So
So
real
I'm
quick,
just go ahead.
um,
Sorry.
no worries if not, but is it okay if I send you one more link? Because we have less than a minute and I have two more questions.
Yes, for sure. Yep.
Thank you, man. Finish your thought though, real quick.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I honestly forget what I was going to say. It's totally
Cool.
okay.
If it's okay, it might be a couple minutes because this needs to save real quick.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. Just send it over and I'll be right here.
Thank you.
Gotcha. What's up? Long time no see, huh?
Yep. Thank you again for doing this a little extra for me.
Of course. No, you're good. Totally fine.
So back to the rapid fire. What is your favorite food with banana in it?
Ooh, banana bread. I don't know if that has banana in it, but it Tastes like
I,
banana. I don't even know if like the main ingredient is banana, but yeah,
I actually don't know either, but banana bread, like if you get bad bananas, it's so good.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, banana bread is like probably the best snack.
Yeah.
So, who is your favorite MLB team?
Favorite MLB team? I would grew up loving the St. Louis Cardinals. Uh, my dad, my dad grew up loving the Cardinals, and that's actually why like I spent so much time at Great American Ballpark growing up because it was always when the Cardinals were in town. We'd always go. But yeah, I just grew up like my dad grew up loving the Cardinals, and then when I grew up and started watching them, it was Pujols, Matt Holliday. Like it was awesome. And then especially come middle school is uh, when they won the World Series in 11. So that was pretty cool to be a fan of and whatnot. So
Yeah, that 2011 team was special, especially David Freese in that postseason run.
yeah, it absolutely is incredible what went on there. I was a little too young. I mean, I was only 6 in
Wow.
2006 when they won. So like that one, like I like vaguely remember them winning that one just because when I was
Little.
6, like I was 6 years old, but like I remember 11 when I was in middle school, like them winning that one.
Yeah, see, I'm a huge Diamondbacks fan. They didn't win it
Hmm.
in 2023, but like I will never forget watching all that playoff run and just it was so fun.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely thought they were gonna win. They were gonna win that year, but just you know what I mean. Just sometimes baseball is just baseball, so it just kind of happens that way.
Yeah, especially because like no disrespect to the Rangers, but I thought the Phillies were a better team and they beat them going
Hmm.
down 2-0.
Yeah.
So my last question for you is I've been watching a lot of banana ball games and
Hmm.
pickles are one of the most fun things in sports. How do you think the bananas could like try and make pickles more fun? Or do you think they should just stay the same?
Hmm. I think. Ooh, that's actually a very good question. Um, I think I feel like if to do something with pickles would be extremely. It'd be probably tough to do so.
Yeah,
However, maybe you would implement a rule of like, let's say let's say guy gets in a pickle, right? And let's say that the runner makes the defense throw the ball 4 times. Let's say 3 or 4 times. Like if they have to throw it back and forth 3 to 4 times, um, then it turns into something. I don't like. We'll say it turns into uh, maybe like a sprint, I guess. But I think though that like pickles in general, they're so you don't see them a whole lot. So when they happen, it's extremely like cool and fun, and especially when there's multiple throws, I do think that makes it so much. Oh,
bless you.
sorry.
No, you're
Thank you.
good.
I feel like that makes it so much better.
Yeah, I thought about this too when I thought about this question, but like it's
Hmm.
tough too because with the designated runner, let's say it's like
Hmm.
Malachi Mitchell, who's extremely
Hmm.
fast. If you best like give an advantage to a runner, he's gonna be safe by a mile.
Yeah, for sure. Which could make it fun because I mean, it could also
True.
make it fun in the sense of like you reward them for making you throw it so many times. But
Yeah.
um, I would guess that you'd have to figure something out because I wonder if like someone like Flash, for example, would like cause a pickle just because, just to get the base or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, like I like. Do you play baseball and whatnot? What position do you play?
Yes, so I'm on a club team for 14U, and
Hmm.
it honestly depends on the game. I'm either at short or second, but I don't think I've moved from leadoff in a while.
Okay,
So
heck
that
yeah.
made me sound not very humble. Like
No, you're all right. Yeah. Would you ever consider yourself like? Would you want to play banana ball when you were older?
this is a tough question. I've been asked this a lot, so I'm assuming you know the owner, Jesse Cole.
Yeah.
I just had him on, and he gave me an idea that's kind of flipped my opinion. I could be the first ever broadcaster slash player at the same time with these
Hmm.
interviews. So for my club team, I've been miking myself up for at bats and stuff, but
Hmm.
I either want to play banana ball or I want to be an MLB player. That's one of the two end goals, but God works in mysterious ways, and I might go down something else,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
for
for sure
sure.
one of my goals.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I kind of the same way. Like even like when I heard about this whole thing, I was like, wow, I want to make it to the big leagues. But not that I've like turned the page on that, but like the baseball world works in very mysterious ways.
Yeah,
So like with me being about to be 25 years old and not been in an affiliate system, and then this came to be, and I was like, you know what? I'm 25. Like I don't want to go play indie ball again. Not again, but I don't like. I just played the last 2 years. It was like
yeah,
banana ball or any ball, and I was like, I want to go have fun and enjoy myself. And it would take a lot for me, honestly. For um, like, if I kept getting the opportunity to come back here, it would definitely be very hard. Hard decision in both ways to be able to turn this away if I got an affiliate contract because
yeah,
granted, if I got an affiliate contract right now, like it would still be like, oh, like that's sick, childhood dream of like a team is like I'm getting paid by a major league team. However, you're going to the minor leagues and you're in the, you know what I mean? You're playing minor league ball
and you got to
versus
start
like
that
you're just
grind.
here. Yeah, exactly. So it would be a very tough situation, um,
Yeah,
but a very fortunate, blessed and fortunate situation, I guess. So
cool. You got anything else for me?
no, I mean, other than I guess one, the maybe the obvious, I would ask you who your favorite Diamondbacks player is, but I would want to say that it's Corbin Carroll, is it?
Yep.
Or okay,
Yeah, I love
so
Corey.
did you like Corbin before he was a Diamondback, or did you like him as soon as he became a Diamondback?
So the first a little bit of both. The first time I ever found out
Mm-hmm.
about him was in 2019 when he got drafted out of Lakeside out of Seattle. And then
Mm-hmm.
from that point on, I was like, this guy can be really good. He's fast. He's works hard. He hits for contact, has
Mm-hmm.
some power. So then I followed up through the minors, and then by the time he got to the big leagues, I was a super fan.
Yeah. That's awesome though. That's awesome that you like deep dove into that. That's awesome. It's like
Yeah,
for me, like I'm so like like I say again, I'd say I'm a Cardinals fan, but I think it's also like with me. So I was big into it when I was like your age and in high school, but now it's kind of tough just because like I'd say I'd say like real world, like I'm past school. Like I'm not doing school anymore. So like I'm pretty much like this is my job. So like I'm not really like diving deep into like the players of any sport. Like I just am at a
yeah,
point that like sports watching are my escape. So like I'll find so like take someone like Corbin Carroll for example. Like I didn't know who he was until I saw him produce for the Diamondbacks, and it's like it was one of those things that was like just watching Sunday Night Baseball, and it's like oh. This guy named Corbin Carroll is extremely good, but like that would have been
yeah,
a guy that back in the day that I would have been like, dude, like this guy can be really good follow him for a couple years, and then he makes it um, to the big leagues. But I think it's also crazy. I did see something on him that which is also kind of funny because he made it up quick to the Diamondbacks. He wasn't in the minors for too long,
yeah.
but didn't his
Also,
parents drop him off
yeah,
at the field on his opening night,
the
or not his opening night, but
2023.
his debut?
2022, his opening day, their parents
Mm-hmm.
dropped him off and like he gave him a hug outside. I was like, that's really random but cool.
Yeah, yeah, because you'd see like all these videos of people getting called up, and like
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like it's like just them, and then it's also just like, and at first, like I think I saw something where it was like someone was making fun, like trying to make fun of him, and it's like, dude, like that's I don't know, like me being where I'm at, like I try to give my parents the most glory because like uh they've been with me through it all. Like I mean, I was just home last week, and like like my dad works all the time, and he's. I asked him, "Hey, will you go hit with me?" And he's like, "Yep, we'll drop anything, and he'll go hit." Like stuff like that, and it's like it's a huge testament because it's like I mean I am where I'm at because not
yeah,
only because the hard work I've put in, but also because of the hard work that my parents have put in to allow me to put in the hard work.
yeah.
If
That's
that makes
the
sense.
like I try and thank my parents all the time because they drive me to all my
Hmm.
tournaments, all my practices, my hitting
Yeah,
lessons, and they put so much money and effort that I just can't not be
yeah,
thankful. Also, on
yeah,
the
for
Carroll
sure.
drop off, I watched an interview with him with Mookie Betts, and he asked him
Hmm.
that same question. What happened was Carroll, his parents flew in from Seattle because they were visiting his sister, and they didn't have a
Hmm.
car. So Carroll let them use his car, and then Carroll made his
Oh,
dad drive.
okay.
So the media kind of took it out of context, but it was still a cool
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, I think it's a cool moment regardless. And
Yeah,
again, it's just because of how society these days are like portraying all that.
yeah,
Like even if he was about to be a major league, and even if he lived with his parents at home, like people might on the media would be like, "What is this guy doing? He's living at home. He's making this money." It's like that's not what it is. It's like
the quality
it's
time and stuff.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's all I got for you. Got anything else for me?
No, I think that's it. I just
Cool.
appreciate you having me on, and this has been fun.
Yeah, dude, thank you. You an awesome conversation.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Yeah, anytime. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully we keep in touch as the season goes on.
Yeah,
And
for
let me know if
sure.
you need anything.
Cool. Also, thank you again for going a little extra.
No, for sure. I got you. Of
Cool.
course.
Talk to you later. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yep, you too.